Hello everyone, Simidad back here again on our debt-free owner-operator series here on YouTube. I hope you are well. Hope everyone's having a great week, whatever you've been up to. We are in Houston, Texas. We've got ourselves a knuckle boom loader, which I'm not entirely sure what one of those is, but that's what it does. That's what it looks like. Some kind of login operation perhaps, I'm not sure. We are headed down Mexico way. We are heading to Calenas in Mexico. It was our first trip down into Mexico. It's a big old job, 1,367 miles. The plan is to double leg it. We are going to do 2 episodes, at least, maybe 3, depending on how we get on. The load is this one. It's £30,000. It's right on the cusp, I think, of what my truck can handle. I did a couple of jobs between episodes, nothing major, and I did have a slight issue with my profile, so I ended up having to lose that progress. So it was basically back to where we were when we ended the last episode, there or thereabouts. In other news for the truck, we have ourselves a new steering wheel, an SCI. I figured, do you know what, it's about high time we got rid of that old dirty steering wheel that wasn't fully functional. And we bought that. We was at a truck stop, and we got a little auto parts place next door. It cost about $180, so it's not much at all. But without further ado, let's get on with the trip at hand, and we'll head on down to Mexico. Let's watch that on the that side. I'm going to go out of cab here, I think, because it's quite a tight turn out here. We are down at a Pacific Union Railway yard down in Houston. I think we are okay here. I think we should have the clearance to get around this corner. Unfortunately, there was a really good job that came up, which probably would have there or thereabouts sorted us out for the trailer. It was paying 21 grand. Unfortunately, it was £200,000 in weight of diesel, which there was absolutely no chance that the little trusty old 359 would have made any headway with pulling that. Otherwise, it would have done that one. That was a long job as well. I think it was about 2,000 miles. They probably would have done that over a couple of episodes, but there's absolutely no chance on this planet that my truck would have been able to pull that weight. I think the hater built that I use on the stream profile has got 850 horsepower. I think even that probably would have struggled with pulling that, so I didn't want to risk that, because obviously I took it and had to cancel it. That's a 15, no, was it 12,000?
Turn right.
Let's just check, are we all clear? Yeah, that's a $12,000 fine. We took it and had to cancel it, so that would have wiped us out. So unfortunately, that would have, as good as that would have been, I just would not have been able to do it. So I always get a bit confused with these roads, because there's a road in the middle here, but it's not road marked for a left turn, but it's got a light on it, so I don't know if I can go in this for a left turn or not. I think I am gonna go in it for a left turn. I don't know if this is the right course of action, but I'm doing it. Nope, it's not, because they just went left. Alright, we're gonna have to be a bit cautious. I think we might be okay. Watch this car on the outside. Watch out, sir, because I am an oversized load. Alright. Yeah, so we could have done that one, but this one's paying, I think, 4,500, something like that. It's 1,300 miles. It's down to Mexico, which was obviously the first time we've been down to Mexico on the series, and the first time for me as well. I haven't been down there at all, so that'll be good. Hopefully, I mean, Reformer Mexico is the Mexico mod that I use, and I get some good reviews, so I'm hoping we are going this way. yeah, I'm hoping that we'll have no issues with any crashes or anything like that in terms of gameplay and driving. But yeah, if that would be frustrating to say the least. But yeah, what I'll do, I think if
Keep
we
left.
right, you're gonna have to let me out. Come on. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is say, like I said, it's 1366 miles, and I was probably gonna require at least two stops, 2 sleeps. So I think what I'll probably do is try and do it in 2. This is about 700 miles each leg. It's probably slightly longer of a longer of an episode than I've been doing recently, but that's okay. It just really depends on how the sleep works out, because if I look at the sleep timer, I've got 9 hours till next sleep, and it's 54 hours on the job, so it may even be a 3 sleep job, which if it's a 3 sleep job, I'll probably do it in 3 episodes rather than the 2. But we'll just see how we go. I've got an hour now of recording time free, so if I can get most of the way there in that hour before I have to get off to work, then I will will definitely do that. If it starts taking ages or we hit some traffic or whatever, then obviously yeah, I'm going over here. Yeah, obviously we we'll have to pause and catch up later on. And so we're going out on the Thursday episode.
Keep left.
The Sunday episode will go out on the next episode will go out on the Sunday. Obviously the last time I tried to do a 2-parter, I foolishly updated the
Keep
game,
left. And
just
then
completely
exit left.
not thinking. I updated the game,
Exit
and obviously when you update the game, it cancels any job that you're on. So I ended up having to lose that progress. I can't remember off the top of my head what episode that was. I think episode 20 maybe, or 19. So I will be sure to not update the game should an update come out in between recording, because I would really love to finish this job. Because that was a bit annoying, because I'd driven half the job on that one already, so I'd used up like a tank of fuel doing that one, and then ended up not being able to complete the job. So it's a bit like, so well, the plan is, I think, because I quite like having that little on-screen display up, just because it shows gear and speed and things like that, and it's not always clear on the little dials down there because it's quite dark. So what I was thinking is I might get like a tablet to display it on. I have a little bit of trouble here, I think, because these cars do not be letting us out. You letting us out, mate? Yep. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, so that's what I think we'll do, is probably look again a little tablet, like a little Android tablet. I'll get like a holder stand thing for it. I'll clip that onto my desk, and I'll put the I think I'll put that on-screen the on-screen navigation overlay on that, so then I can see that off recording, but it doesn't hamper the recording at all. bypass. Because that's the other thing as well, it's quite hard to see when you've got a way station inspection. The telepass device in this is really quite small, so it's not always easy to see whether it's a green light go or a red light you need to pull in. But yeah, in general, I hope everyone is well. I hope you are having a good week, whatever you've been up to. If you're working, I hope that's going well as it can. If you aren't working, I hope you're okay. And yeah, I hope everyone's alright. I hope everyone's enjoying the series so far. If you are enjoying the series so far and you aren't already, do consider subscribing to the channel. We are at 180 subscribers, well on the way to 200, absolutely slamming the numbers out.
Keep lit.
We do trucking on here on a pre-recorded format and a stream. We do farming on streams as well. So we've got a couple of games that people will probably like. I've no real intention at this point to introduce any other games to the channel. I am currently struggling to get onto a regular schedule. It's just a little bit of a priority switch, I think, needed. Which is in the pipeline, as I said right back at the start of the year. The goal for this year is that by the end of this year, I want to be at a place where I am putting out a regular schedule of content. So for me, that looks like 3 episodes of trucking a week pre-recorded and 3 streams a week, 1 trucking, 2 farming. So that's what that looks like for me, and I'm really hoping that I can get to that point. Get to that point by the end of the year, if not way earlier. But yeah, that's the goal. That's firmly in mind this year, is regular content and regular streaming. So far it's not been going that well. I haven't managed to stick to that regular schedule. I am hoping to sort of get there soon. I know it's frustrating for you guys. I do appreciate the support that's there. I love the live streams, love hanging out on the live streams. On the live stream front, so the format that I've got for the live streams is Wednesday is a solo live stream, which or intended to be a solo live stream on a Wednesday. Going forward, I think that will be the same, and I'll always do. I'm hoping that I'll stick, unless there's any game breaking bugs that appear. The plan is that I'm going to stay on that map until the next farm sim comes out, and then I'll decide then if I get the new farm sim, depending on what it looks like and what new features and everything like that. Because what I don't want to do is I don't want it to be like a FIFA situation where there's just essentially the same game just with a new number on it. So if they don't bring anything really, you know, if it's not massively changed, then I'm not 100% sure at this point whether I'll even get it. Obviously the difficulty for me is obviously with recording or streaming farm sim, should the new game come out, or when the new game comes out, because I'm assuming there will be a new game at some point. It's kind of a thing of for me to like stay relevant in the space. It's sort of I have to get it kind of thing, if that makes sense, which is weird because, you know, if I don't want to get a game, I won't get a game, you know. So that's where I'm at with it. So we'll just see what that looks like. But that's the plan with the Wednesday episodes streams. Is the Wednesday streams will always be at somewhere in Thuringia, unless something game breaking comes up during gameplay, because obviously we're still quite early on in that map. So that I figure will give it a good solid 10-month run at least, if the game does come this year. And then Saturday nights has been the multiplayer server, Buckland Farm, for a while. We are in the process of switching servers, which in itself has proven to be a nightmare, because the map that we'd switched to, which we did our first live stream on Saturday just gone, was Nadenthal in Manitoba. Got a bit of rain coming in now, which is going to be fun because it turns the road into ice, like an ice rink. Yeah, so we did the first live stream on that, which went really well, had really good viewing numbers. I really enjoyed the harvest. It was a massive harvest. Mr. Farquhar came in, we had Davis Farming came in for a little bit, and some other people. Got a couple of new subscribers off that, so it was a really good stream. And then the server broke. And it basically seems like, from all the testing I've done over the last few days, it seems like for whatever reasons unknown to me, that
Keep left.
The server does not like the Nadenthal map. So we are back to square one. Nadenthal is gone. We are currently in the process of picking a new map. We've identified two, one British, one American. So we are just in the process of a little diversion here, I think. That's going to put us back a little bit. Let's get around this traffic. Yeah, so we're in the process of picking a new map. One of the things that I have spoke to the guys about, because I'm terrible for doing this, and as are they. We quite regularly with the Buckland server, and we do on Chilliwack as needed as well, is we will run the time forward. So if it's winter and we've got nothing to do, we will run the time on.
Keep left.
Which is obviously not ideal. Well, it is ideal because it makes sure the server's always got something to do, but it's not ideal from a balance point of view, because then it means you've always got something to do on those servers, and I've been guilty of letting those servers get in the way of making content and stuff. So there's been times when I probably should have been recording, and instead I've gone on those servers and done jobs and stuff on there and harvests and things like that. So that's what I've said to them on that's sort of one of the rules, is that ideally we don't
right.
fast forward the time.
Exit right.
You know, if it's winter, and we let winter roll through. We're not planning on getting any animals on whatever new map that we get, so it's not really like we've got
Keep
anything
left.
there to worry about.
And
We're going to do a big
exit
arable
left.
operation. So that's the plan with that, and we're going to also try and do the same with Mr. Farquhar's Chilliwack server as well. Just stop forwarding time on, then that should free up some time to get some tracking in, recording and that kind of thing, which will be good. And do any kind of prep work and things that
Keep
is
left.
needed for
And then
like
exit
Thuringia.
left.
So yeah,
Exit left.
it's all a balancing act, to be honest with you. Like my home life is pretty hectic as well. So you know, if I've got 4 kids and a wife, and that's very busy, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Keep right. And then
Alrighty, we are back. Sorry about that. Not sure what happened. The game just froze up on me there, so I just quit out and started back, and we're back. So that's all good. Apologies for that. What I was saying was about the moving time on and stuff. So because of that, I think the Saturday night multiplayer streams are now going to be interchangeable, in the sense of if there's stuff that the community multiplayer will take precedent, as in it will take priority. If there's stuff to be done on that come Saturday, then it will be done. If, however, there's nothing to be done on that server, if it's winter or whatever, or there's, you know, we've done all the seeding, we've done all the thing, there's no contracts that we can crack on with or anything like that, then instead of doing a stream on there, moving time forward anyway, I'm gonna do something else instead. So I'll probably do another truck stream instead, maybe like an ETS2 stream, or maybe potentially start like a backup series on a different map, so that there's always farm sim to do on that stream. So Saturday's still always going to be farm sim. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Essentially, if would you rather on a Saturday, because it's going to have to be a case of play it by ear with the server if there's stuff to do, would you rather when there's nothing to do on the server I pick up a different map and we just do some random stuff on there, or would you rather another truck sim stream, probably on ETS instead of ATS? And that would probably be a convoy with some of the guys from SD Logistics, whoever can make it on the day. The server is on 4-day months. It's going to be a heavily sort of contract themed start. So at the beginning I envisage there's going to be quite a lot of stuff to be cracking on with, but periodically, especially the winter months, you know, 4-day months, the winter is 12 days real time, so it's going to be times, depending how it falls, that there's going to be some overlap.
Continue straight.
Where that's going to take over 2 Saturday. Whoa, 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 shit. Excuse my French, sorry. That was a dicey one. I was coming in too hot on a rainy day. That was close. I can feel the back end poking out. So, yeah, that was a tricky one at that. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, because that would be awesome. In other news, the pedal situation's still ongoing. I have not made any effort, or not effort, I've made loads of effort. I've not managed to make the purchase of some new pedals yet. I'm currently using the pedals that came from the heavy equipment bundle for Farm Sim. So that's what I'm currently using. They are working out okay. They're not the best pedals. There's absolutely no resistance to them whatsoever. But they are adequate for now. But yeah, with the series, my current train of thought is that we are
Continue straight.
okay to hang on for the chassis job for now. We'll get a flatbed trailer next. That's what we're working towards now, is getting a trailer, because that will increase, that would serve 2 purposes, in that it will increase our revenue, because the jobs we can take with that trailer will pay us more, and it will also save us on fuel because of the economy driving setting. So that should increase our revenue and decrease our outgoings, which is always a good thing. And then after that, what I've decided, the next focus I think is going to be getting an engine swap done, because this engine is not the best. It's okay for light loads, anything up to about 35,000 pounds it seems to do okay. Once you start getting above that, it starts to really struggle, and eventually I'd quite like to get a low boy so we can start doing some heavy hauling. So it might be a case of hitting Jake up and saying, look, do you know, have you got an engine that we can swap in anywhere? See what he says of that.
Continue straight.
You know, not something stupid. I'm not looking at going up to the like a 850 like on the convoy profile, but something around the 500, 550 mark would be ideal. I reckon we could pull up a substantial more amount with that size engine. But, yeah, like I said, she does okay, the old girl, when it's up to about 30,000 pounds or so. You know, like this load is, I think, just under 31,000, and she's doing okay with it. You know, it's a bit slow to get up and running, but once she's up and running, it pulls it no problem. And get up the hills and stuff. Whereas I know if I took something like 70,000 pounds or 80,000 pounds, I know that although I could probably get it going, it would be a slow start. It'd be a real slow start to get it moving. Once it was moving, it would be fine until we got to a hill or something like that, and then I think the momentum would just go in one fell swoop. And then once that momentum's gone, it's really hard to get that back with an underpowered, because that was when I was jobbing in between episodes, when I was saving up to get the truck. That was the problem I was finding with that, is I was taking some of the bigger loads because they were paying more and needing to do less to get the money. And the game gives you really underpowered base game trucks for the size of the load, so it's more often than not having to cancel. And we've got a train here, so we'll come to a slow stop and watch this train come through. Here it comes. Yeah, so more often than not I'd end up having to cancel a job just because the truck that they'd given me was not powerful enough. So I would like to be able to do some of the more heavy jobs that pay a bit better, but I know this truck would have no ability to pull something really heavy. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, I think the hater build would even struggle with that 200,000 pound load of diesel, but if I could pull that load, that pays 21 grand straight off the top. And yeah, we'd money for the trailer in one job. I think we've pretty much had rain for the last like 4 episodes. I think it's rained almost every episode since then. Let's try and get our speed up. So we are starting to yawn here. Got 2 hours left on the rest stop. So I reckon I'll pull in at the discovered Del Rio. That was 16 out of 30 places in Texas that we discovered.
Continue straight.
Stop. And a couple of close calls on this, and that really highlights what the rain does to the roads. Right, so we are... Let me have a look, because I want to get as far as I can without having to stop. That's too close. Let's do... There we are. We'll stop at that rest stop there.
An elite team has been assembled to guide your mission. Let's get
That'll
started.
be almost exactly full driving time. Just for... Going to be doing pointless rest stops.
Continue straight.
I can keep driving for a little bit. It does mean that
Keep right. And then turn right.
does mean it'll start shouting at us.
Turn right.
It may even have the black borders coming in as he yawns. Oh, that's wrong here. Let's watch the trailer on the way round. What I really want to get for this, the next time I'm back with Jake, is I want to see if he's got
Continue straight.
some hood mirrors. He's been using those on the other profile streaming, and really enjoy having those hood mirrors on.
Continue straight.
Someone was asking me the other day, they've said, you know, how long do you think you'll keep the series going for? And to be honest with you, excuse me. Yeah, someone was saying to me the other day that, you know, how long do you think the series will go for? And to be honest with you, I hadn't really thought about the end of when I might stop putting episodes out, because at the moment we're currently, although it's not each episode, we do have a purpose, we do have a clear focus of what we're aiming for. So, you know, like currently right now we're aiming for a trailer. We know the trailer's going to be about 25k, so we know we need to job up to 25k whilst managing our finances, you know, because of cost of fuel and stuff like that. So we do have a purpose. After that, like I said earlier, we're going to get an engine upgrade. Let's see if we can find an engine that we can swap in, which, you know, I don't know, that's probably going to be 20 to 40k depending on what we can find.
Continue straight.
So it's at the moment I've not really thought much about when the series might end. I guess the obvious answer to that is for as long as I keep enjoying making the episodes and as long as you guys keep enjoying watching them. But yeah, right now I'm in this series for the long haul. I mean, originally the plan had been to do like an 100% exploration thing. That's not so much the focus anymore. The focus is obviously remaining debt free and still fixing up the truck and stuff. Obviously we are getting good exploration anyway. So yeah, there's no, in my mind, there's no current, I've got nowhere that I haven't got a fixed end in mind yet. Obviously the end will probably come once we've done all of the upgrades and repairs to the truck. Which, you know, we're a ways off that yet. It's hella foggy out here. Yeah, we're a ways off that yet, so we've got a fair while to go. Like I said, when I started the series, I said I was in it for the long haul. That still is the plan. So yeah, we will just wait and see how it all pans out. Because then obviously the other side to that conversation of, you know, when do you think the end might be, comes the, well, what's next question. So, you know, and that's another thing I haven't quite figured out is, if I did, whenever this does end, this series, what replaces this series on ATS, because that certainly, just because the series has ended doesn't mean that I want to stop playing ATS, you know. Because ATS is really kind of one of those beautiful games that you can just keep playing it and keep playing it and keep playing it. There's thousands of miles of road anyway, but yeah, it's not the sort of game that it's not linear in the sense of you've got a starting point. You start here. Oh, this is a mission. Next mission. Next mission. Next mission. Next mission. Big finale, boss fight, the end of the game. You've got it's one. It's one game which can be played countless number of ways. There's mods and stuff that exist that alter the gameplay elements and stuff like that, like the GDC economy mod and that kind of thing. So it's really not a linear game in that when I'm done with it, when I'm done with this series, whenever that is, then I'll be done with the game. So yeah, it's just, you know, these are all things that I'm learning to think about as a quote-unquote content creator, which I hate calling myself that because, you know, in space I'm not the biggest, I'm not the best. I just try to build a small little community of like-minded individuals that enjoy trucking, enjoy farming, and that's pretty much all I wanted to do. So it's I think what we'll do is we're going to pull into the next rest stop. Whoa, big flash of lightning. Followed by a big thunder. Is it? There it goes. So yeah, I think what we're going to do is we are going to pull into the next sleep spot, which is just around this next corner, I think. And we'll call it there for this episode. And we will check before we get off how much of the journey we've cleared off. I'm pretty sure we're still in Texas. I will need to have a look at the map to confirm that, but I'm pretty sure we've still in Texas or have just come out of Texas. But either way, the weather is horrid. So yeah, we've got a sleep trigger up here, which we'll pull in there, and then we'll pick up exactly from here on the next episode. So let's find our spot. Where are we? Don't want to miss it. Are we here? Yeah. This is us over here. Make sure we're not blocking the road. Alright. Righto. So let's turn the engine off. And that's going to do it, guys. That is us for this episode. So this is part one of a trip from Houston, Texas, down into Calenas in Mexico. We've got this, you can't see it because it's dark. We've got this loader thing. It's 9:52 p.m. Wednesday. We will sleep now until Thursday morning in this lay-by. Pull off, whatever you call it over there. And we'll pick up on the next episode. In terms of distance left to go, we have got, let me pull up that menu. Can't see it on there. Let's have a look on the world map, that'd be easier. Let's take that off. So 898 miles left to go. We've got a fair old whack to go. We are still, as I sort of said, in Texas. And we'll be crossing down into Mexico shortly. And it's a fair old drive down through Mexico, and then we will see what we can pick up on the way back, because that's the other thing. I don't have any of the Mexico places unlocked to sort of pre-plan ahead what kind of jobs I'll be able to get. So, you know, we'll just see how it pans out. Hopefully there'll be something, and we don't end up having to fast travel and waste all our money. But yeah, for this episode now, guys, that's going to be it for now. We'll leave you on this shot of the lay-by. We are going to have a sleep here. And yeah, we will catch you on the next episode. If you have enjoyed the episode, do give it a like. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you in the next episode or the next live stream. You take care.